Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Faris Daniel and I'm glad to be here with you today. Okay, today I'd like to share with you what is span of control and how centralization or decentralization differs in every situation. But before I started, let me introduce you all to my teammates. First we have Lukman, second we have Nazhan, and third we have Ahmad Shimeh. Okay, now let's get started. What is span of control? Okay, span of control refers to the numbers of subordinates that can be managed effectively and efficiently by supervisors or manager in an organization. Typically, it is either narrow or wide, resulting in flatter or more hierarchical organizational structure. Each type has its inherent advantage and disadvantage. The company that we choose is Kentucky Fried Chicken. In the KFC organization, they had many of manager level. Start from the bottom, they had all-star manager, shift manager, restaurant manager. These three level of manager are working in the restaurant branch. The top level manager is restaurant manager that make a decision for the branch. Then they have another manager that supervise the restaurant manager, which is area manager. The area manager supervise all the branch that in the area. As example, in one area have 6 branch of KFC. So the area manager need to supervise all the restaurant manager in the area. And the last one is regional manager. From the type of manager that we can see, we think the organization are using wide span of managers. Now, as you're looking at our chart, first we have regional manager, area manager, restaurant manager, all-store manager, and shift manager. Okay, let's see how centralization or decentralization differs in every situation. First, KFC is centralized in as all the decisions are pre-documented and taken at upper level of organization without any involvement at lower level. Centralization refers to the process in which activities involving planning and decision making within an organization are concentrated to a specific leader or location. Third, KFC is following a democratic management style. It is encouraging staff to delegate other group members to get things done. A democratic management style is responsible and it is more effective when authority to perform the task is granted at the same time. KFC is giving importance to employee safety very strictly. The last one, brand equity. KFC recipe of 11 herb spices. KFC has competitive advantage in the fast food industry because of its quality and variety of product of chicken. Then they don't do much advertisement as awareness is they don't find a need for advertisement. Now I will pass my presentation to Nazhan Hakimi.
Uh, this is a management hierarchy chart for KFC. There's two of them. The first one is corporate level in North Region and the second one is operational level. Okay, so the first one, the corporate level in North Region, as we can see, the one that sit at the top of the hierarchy is CEO. The second in command is head of the North, followed by associate regional manager. Associate regional manager have 7 department under them, which is finance department, admin department, human resource department, operation department, brand department, audit department, and new concept department. Under this department, there are area manager, which manage and supervise territory manager, which is fall under them. The second one, the operational level is the same as what Faris just explained just now. Uh, Next slide. Uh, Centralization versus decentralization. The difference between centralization and decentralization is that centralization is an organization involved planning and decision-making power is given completely in the hands of senior management. It implies that all power and authority is concentrated at the highest level. Decentralization in an organization involves the delegation of power by middle management or lower management. Uh, this is the difference between centralization and decentralization in six aspects. The first one is definition. The definition in centralization is an organization involves decision-making capability in the hands of top management. It implies that all power authority is upheld at the topmost level, while decentralization is an organization involves decision-making capability through middle management or lower management. Power authority are upheld by lower management. The second aspect is flow of communication. The centralization is vertically aligned. This is because they follow the hierarchy chart that before this, while decentralization is no alignment because it is more free and more open, since they don't follow the hierarchy chart. Uh, the next one is decision. Decentralization make decision making process is slower, while the decentralization is comparatively faster because they don't have to follow the hierarchy chart, the order of the hierarchy chart. The next one is authority, which decentralization authority power is in hand of senior management, while the decentralization authority is put in middle and lower management. I mean, middle and lower management also have the power. The next one is suitability. Decentralization, no proper control over organization, while decentralization have proper control over organization. The last one is implementation. Decentralization implementation in small size firm, while decentralization implement in large size firm. Next slide. I'm going to pass to Lokman.
Okay, thank you, Nazhan. I will continue our presentations. So, my title is Human Resources Department. Human Resources, Human Resources Recruitment and Resolution is a challenging function as it will determine the employer's quality that support organization goals. The challenge faced by these functions is very ambitious and there are overwhelming applicants for very few vacancies. Thus, recruitment and selection strategy has to be changed, especially for the selection criteria. Data will post questionnaires which were distributed to top manager teams or human resources manager of private sector companies. Questionnaires were distributed using convincing supplying method. For 2,000 post questions, 534 were written and analyzed. The finding reveals and employers give highest attention on graduation, personality, and appraisal as well as their self-confidence before making decision to select them or not as employers. A study on selection criteria used by employers is just in time and could be used as a useful guideline to assess graduate employers' ability, confidence level, followed by effective communication skill is an advantage that ensures graduates be there soon after foundations. Okay, I will pass it on my presentation to Shimon.
So for the concern on the job position and the job analysis, the KFC company will advertise the vacancy online, such as on the company's website and social media such as Facebook. This method is because it is used very effectively in addition to saving advertising costs. In the advertisement, the company will include important detail about the required position. Then, qualified candidate can continue to use the scope of work to be performed and the qualification that must be present. Important details such as job location, position, vacancy, academic qualification, salary offered, and how the candidate applied for the position. The last one, individual applying for a job offered are able to help their own users regarding the employment condition for a job application that fit this method. So for the checking reference, companies usually request reference from candidate to recheck the authenticity of the information provided by them. This reference can come from the educational institute where the candidate has completed their studies